seriously, impose sentences where required, and also asked us to come back and try and work with law enforcement officials. So I wanted to highlight this leadership. And the Chief Justice of Malaysia gives credit to something else that we've instituted, the Southeast Asian Chief Justices Roundtable on Environment, which is a forum for Chief Justices to come together to talk about environmental crimes, other environmental offences, and how they can better handle them and sensitise the judiciary to these issues. So he credits this Asian Roundtable with really sensitising him and educating him with some of these issues, and then inspiring him to go back to Malaysia and institute these changes. So we've had two of these South ASEAN Roundtables held, and next year in Indonesia, in Malaysia, next year will be in Thailand, and Vietnam has already signed up for 2014. So you can see that roundtable also stands under something else that we have instituted in conjunction with judges in the region, and this is the Asian Judges Network on Environment. We have ASEAN Chief Justices we're working with. On the other side, we've had one South Asian roundtable, and that was held in Pakistan. Sri Lanka, her own Justice Sharani Al-Madina attended that and has been an active participant in this ASEAN Judges Network, but we would welcome further involvement from Sri Lanka. One of the important things to note is when we're working with these roundtables or conferences, we're not just looking at these as events, but the opportunities to then work with the host to ensure concrete change, concrete institutional change on the ground in relation to environmental justice and wildlife crisis. So, for example, if Sri Lanka was to think about this, we could perhaps work on concrete changes in relation to institutional justice and ocean justice. So that's a photo of many members of the ASEAN Justices Network on the Environment. And so with that, I'd just like to close by asking you two questions. How can you contribute to improving the policy and legal framework for ocean governance and ocean justice in Sri Lanka? And how can you ensure important threatened marine resources, such as manta rays, sharks, dugongs, are protected formally and in practice in Sri Lanka and around the region? And consider perhaps our contributions to societies and science systems can help. Thank you.
And we have a few minutes, we're running late, but we have a few minutes for questions and answers. And I would seek any questions or any clarification that anybody might have on the presentation.
Has there been an increase in the volumes of fish exported to the EU due to the loss of GSP plus? Has there been a decrease? Decrease.
Increase or decrease? Decrease.
Oh, okay. Either increase or decrease.
There's been a decrease. There's been a decrease.
In volumes?
Yeah.
What has been, you can't quantify the loss in
I think statistics is better to get from the DFAR because they have more statistics of what is exposure and loss and things like that.
Thank you, Michelle.
Not a question, but a point to be clarified from Dr. Sada Fernando. At the time that IRAC was formed, I recall that the membership criteria was such that a very important country in the Indian Ocean couldn't join, and that was Pakistan. And I do not know whether Pakistan is now a member of IRAC or one of those other categories that you mentioned. One of the other categories that you mentioned that there are now observers, etc.
Yeah, the only limitation in IORAC so far it's limited to the ring. So it does not include the landlocked countries. So there is no reason why, technically, why Pakistan should not be included. But of course, the informal thing is that Pakistan and India, the problems between Pakistan and India. I mean, for example, it's Pakistan had not granted most favored nation status to India at that time, but it granted it in 2011 November. And as I said, in the initial stages, IORAC was focused on trade liberalization. It was initially formed as a trade liberalization body. So in the initial stages, India did not have a MFN, Pakistan had not granted MFN, most favored nation status, to India. And it was granted in 2011 November. So there is no reason why Pakistan should not be a member of IORAC, I think.
I was looking at, there was an IORAC meeting in the last year. I don't think Pakistan attended that meeting. Because I was following the proceedings of IORAC in this meeting. So I just wanted to, I thought you would know more because my knowledge is very little.
Thank you.
Now the EU has given us a sort of a yellow card on this UU fishing or something. Now, are you working as an industry to address this issue? How do you?
Yeah, we're working as an industry to address this issue with the relevant government entities.
So, like, what are the actions that you are planning to do in it?
Well, I'm not in a position to summarize because I'm not in that organization that handles this IUU fishing. It's more related with the Ministry of Fisheries, the Department of Fisheries, and the Sri Lanka Exporters Association. And there's a body that is governing this, so you have to get more details from them.
And the second question to Arjun, actually, now, a few weeks ago, this killing of culprit dolphins has raised an interest to protect them. So how do you see we should take it forward without letting this go down at this stage?
I feel that now because marine mammals are a great attraction for tourism, and tourism industry can actually lobby to protect these resources. Because in reality what happens is that fishermen are not actually targeting dolphins, but it's more of a fisheries issue. So as long as we have that kind of fishing, then these animals are going to be victims of that. So I see that the tourism industry can actually be a very strong lobby to do responsible fishing. In fact, that particular type of net is illegal.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we should end the program now. If what we have the time. But I will call on the Revenue Director, Mr. Sangha Sector, to distribute the awards for the participants.
Now we conclude our second session and the seminar. We'd like to thank our moderator, Mr. Kumar Chetty, for an excellent job, and all the panelists for the would like to thank all these speakers for this seminar. And we'll be publishing a report with all the recommendations which were discussed here, and a complete comprehensive report on the ocean and our gold mine. Like the commander said, so it's very important comment, two comments that commander also made, and all these speakers. There are, if somebody, we have not sort of heard from you and you couldn't speak during the Q&A and all that, there is a media room, which is just outside this door, which is a social media room. You can give your ideas and opinions about what you think of this the ocean seminar and your observations. And we would like to listen because as a think tank, this is what we do, so we would like to listen to what you have to say and also your observation. So thank you very much, all of you, for your participation. And there's some snacks outside, so please join us. Thank you.